Hello, everybody. It's Patricia, your independent Scentsy consultant. So, we are going to talk about the end of month live. So, I have notes here that I plan to talk about. We're going to talk about the burning question that Heidi and Orville left toward the end, and I'm going to leave it toward the end of this video as well. I'm going to try and get through the majority of these points as quickly as possible. Yeah, I'm going to try to do this video all as one piece without any edits or cuts. I've been having the hardest time uploading, and I'm not sure if it's because of the edits and the cuts that I do in between or not, because I know a lot of people, especially my friend Melissa Haight, she does really long videos, and I don't know if it takes her a long time to upload or not, but I have been on the struggle bus with the upload. So if you guys know, I'm recording from my phone. If you guys have know of a way to upload, I guess download the video and then upload it to YouTube, if there's a better, faster way of doing this, holla at your girl, because we're just going to try and do this video straight through. So, background. I have family in town. We have just had happy hour. I might be a bit more animated than usual. I'm just putting it out there just in case you're like, oh, girl, what is wrong with you? So, but I wanted to get this video out because, I mean, everybody's already putting stuff out, so I wanted to get this video up as quickly as possible. I am rambling, so we're going to go ahead and get started because this is going to be a lengthy video. Grab a snack, grab a cocktail, and come on and sit down. So I want to start off this video by saying I'm a Scentsy consultant. I love Scentsy. Y'all know this is going to be a hot mess if I'm doing a disclaimer. I love Scentsy. I really am at a place where I think that I like Scentsy wax more than Vendor. Okay, I'm saying this because like a couple of days ago, it's been 2 or 3 days, I put some Vendor wax, and I'm not going to say the brand. I put some Vendor wax in all the warmers throughout the house. The mini warmer in the bathroom, the wax never quite all the way dissolved. Then there were a couple of warmers throughout the house that it never quite dissolved. It made for a horrible cleanup. So with that being said, your girl is really leaning toward just doing Scentsy wax. I said it. I know it's a lot. We're going to move on. I'm saying all that to say I love Scentsy. I love Scentsy wax. Let's see. What else did I write down? That was it. Okay. Let's move to point number 1. Heidi throwing bars at people. Bars of wax. Okay, so they did the end of month live. This time it was during the day because they did it right when they finished SFR, which is Scentsy Family Reunion, for anyone that's not familiar. I was able to watch in real time during the day because I was working from home, and I just so happened to go to the workstation and saw the announcement that the video was going to be during the day. So for me, it was at 2 p.m. during the afternoon. I was working and listening and watching at the same time. So they had a live audience this time. I don't know who the people were. I don't know if they were directors. Who knows? I just know they said there was a live audience. We could hear some people in the background. We never saw the people, but there were people in the background. So I think there were bars from the Whiff box, and Heidi just started like throwing them at the people so they could smell the bars. So you could hear like bars bouncing across the desk, I guess as they were going toward the people in the audience. I have no idea, but it was kind of crazy. So there was that. Next, somebody called Heidi. Heidi was just on one. Someone called her in the middle of the live. It had to be someone important. I'm not sure if it was one of the children or what, but she took the phone call during the live. Like, who does that? Like, get up and take your call. So she's on the phone and she has her hand over her mouth and she's like da 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 da, and she's sitting between Dan and Orville. Well, as I'm looking at it, it was Orville and Dan. But so she's like turned like this. It's like we still see you. And so she's taking this call. She's got a hand over her mouth. You know, we can't clearly hear the conversation, but it was loud enough where like Dan and Orville were trying to talk over her, talking on the phone in the middle of a live. We're just like, really? So there was that. That was very strange and awkward. Um, I think she thought she was like disappearing. Like when she did like this, it's like we still see you. So anyway, the next thing was they did not do the video, everybody holding up, like 10 people holding the video up to share the items that were coming up for the month. They weren't able to do that because their daughter couldn't provide the video due to some kind of family emergency. My kooky thought is you're at FSR. You're where all the items are. The whole point, or one of the points of SFR is to show the products, to show all the things that's coming, everything that's coming down the pike for the rest of the year. The products are right there. Can't you make your own video? That was just my strange, kooky, off the wall thought. It's like, make your own video. Like, you don't, the products are right, they're right there. Okay. Yeah, so, I don't know. That was just weird to me. Next, more Orville stories. So, you guys know Orville goes off into these tangents. Orville is, for those who don't know, Orville and Heidi are the owners of Scentsy. Dan, who was the third person on the video, was the person that took over when Orville and his wife were on sabbatical some years ago. They are now back and they are still the owners of Scentsy, but Dan's kind of backed by popular demand because people love Dan. So anyway, Orville goes into these tangents where he starts giving us the history of like all kinds of things. So he started talking about how, I think it was Toy Story. There's a Toy Story collection coming out. He started talking about that. All of a sudden, he went into this whole thing about how he cries watching Toy Story. So Dan just like zoomed in on it, like how any little brother would do when they find out a weakness of the big brother. So he zooms in, starts picking on Dan, on Orville. Orville, of course, gets mad. So now he has to further explain why he is crying during Toy Story. All of this has nothing to do with me as a consultant or you, but I digress. So now he's telling us, Dan is telling us about how when he was off at, I want to say it was school. Was it school or the military? I want to say it was school. But anyway, he went off. He was away from home. His mom moved and packed up all his stuff, threw away some stuff without him knowing about it. So he gets back home and now he can't find certain things. And all of a sudden, all his stuff is in this box. And he felt like he related to this character in Toy Story because of it, because of the whole lost and forlorn and my things are gone and my childhood is ruined and all this stuff. None of that has anything to do with me or you or Scentsy as a business. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. What else? Okay, we're gonna move on to the Whiff box. The Whiff box actually looks good. So they brought back a scent. The scent is called Kindness. That's gonna be in the Wash Your Whiffs. They had to rename it something else because Kindness is a brand in another country. So you know Scentsy is global. So they can't release something that's called something else in another country. So they are calling it oh God, what is it? It's something sparkle, I think. But it's basically Kindness, and it was from the Mother's Day collection in 2024. Awesome scent. So that is coming back. They are giving us a bath cleaner, a bathroom cleaner, the foaming cleaner in the box, and 3 bars. So there will be 2 new bars, and those will be from the new collection, and then there will be the scent of the month bar. So it's going to be an awesome box. So if you're interested in that, pick up a Whiff box. The new LTO, which I picked up today, I ordered it. That is going to have, and I don't have the name of the LTO. There are other Scentsy consultants that are already doing videos. I will put the name of the collection up above, below, somewhere so you can see it. I meant to pick it up, but like I said, as soon as I got off work, my family came into town. Actually, before I got off, so I'm sitting at home trying to, you know, finish up work, talking with them, doing all the things. So I wasn't able to go back in and look up the name of this new collection. Oh God, I'm trying to remember and I can't. Anyway, it is kind of like the Anchor bar. The Hero bar is the Saddle Up bar. If you have been with Scentsy for any time, you remember Saddle Up. It was a beautiful perfumey leather suede bar. It used to be in my club for quite a while, so I'm super excited about that. So this whole collection is going to be like this cowboy theme. Now I remember, I think it was last year when they did the cowboy theme. I loved all the bars, so I think they're all going to be kind of slightly masculine leaning. You guys know that is my vibe, so I'm here for it. So I'm looking forward to that. As I said, I ordered that today. I ordered the sales kit for the consultant. The one I ordered is for the bar, so it will have all of the new catalog bars. So look for a video on that. Next, the catalog. I personally am not happy about the catalog. The catalog is not really a catalog per se. It is more like a lookbook. And I do like that they have scent notes listed for everything. So everything has like the limited amount of scent notes. So it's not going to be like, oh, this smells like daffodils as you run down the meadow and your hair is blowing back in the wind, and smell the fragrance that comes from the hair. It's not going to be none of that. It's going to be like bergamot, lime, and vanilla, or whatever the notes are. I appreciate that. But I do not like that they have this whole kind of, it's a catalog, but not really, because we can't guarantee any items that are going to be in the catalog. They're only going to be able to guarantee certain items. They said no prices will be listed due to the tariff situation. They can't guarantee products. So yeah, and I made myself a note that I needed to look up more information on that to give you the specifics. Off of memory, I want to say that, oh God, what was it? They could only guarantee certain products. Other products weren't going to be in the catalog for whatever reason. If I can remember, I will put above or below what the disclaimers were of the items that weren't going to be in the catalog, but there's a limited amount of items that are going to be in that catalog, and that is it, and no prices. Their thought is that young people aren't really attracted to the whole catalog thing. I personally feel like you are alienating your core customer base, which is not older people per se, but it's like you have a core base of people that are used to flipping pages, looking in the catalog, seeing the prices, all of that, and now you're just like, well, the heck with y'all, you know, because young people don't have time to do that. They just want to go to a website and look it up and be done with it. I have customers that like the catalog. I have customers that, you know, reach out to me and say, hey, I need to order this. And they are looking from that catalog to do so. I can count the people on one hand that I have sent my website link to via text and said, or the link to the catalog that you can send to people via text. I can count those people on one hand, but that's just me, little old me. So yeah, I just feel a certain kind of way about that. That's just me. You know, maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, prove me wrong. But that's how I feel. Next, okay, so my next point was they waited until the very end of the live to talk about the candles. That's what everybody wanted to hear. They waited until the end and they discussed it. I don't know why they did that, but who knows. So let's get into the candles. That's what we're here for. I'm going to say, let me just say what I'm going to say, and then I'll put my feelings after that. They said that the strength will not be as strong as the wax. My question is, why buy it? If you're telling me up front, the candle that I get is not going to give the same strength and throw as the wax, what is the incentive for me to buy it? I'll wait. Okay. Next, price point. We don't know how much these candles are going to be. I know they are doing I want to say it's a 1 wick, 2 wick, 3 wick. I personally plan to buy, depending on this price, because we don't know how much they're going to be yet. I plan, you know what? Let me wait till the end. Let me just say what I wrote down. Sorry, I burped. Price point. I personally feel like if you cannot match BBW and Slatkin, what are we doing? People are already accustomed to paying, and even BBW's prices have gone up. And a lot of people have grown accustomed to, like, let me wait for the sale, let me wait for the, you know, whatever. They're not even paying full price for BBW. So why would I be paying a premium price for Scentsy? I just feel like if you cannot meet BBW and Slatkin's price point, they're not going to make it. I'm just saying. That's just how I feel. Let's see, what did I say? I feel like you need to have a superior product to be able to, if you're going to sell at a higher price, which I'm assuming, I don't know because they haven't given us any information. I am assuming the Scentsy price is going to be higher than the BBW Slatkin. I don't know. Slatkins are expensive also. because a typical Slatkin candle, a Homeworks candle, is going to run you $30. Most people have gotten accustomed to waiting for the sale on those as well. But if you're going to be charging like $30 for a candle, just off the rip, you're going to need to have a superior product in order to compete against the existing candle business who already has their existing loyal customers. Yeah, that's what I wrote down. It's like you're going to have to go up against established candle companies, or what's the point? And I also wrote down, and this was kind of the main thing that everybody was talking about. It's like the shock, because they said even at Scentsy family reunion, when they mentioned it, you could almost like hear the the audible gasp when they said it. Like, it shook everybody to their core. And then after they did their explaining and all that, then it kind of, people are like, okay, you know, we get it. You're trying to expand your audience, your reach. You're trying to reach young people who love candles. We get it. We get it. But I remember being picked on about candles. I remember, God, who was it? I want to say it was Charity that got picked on about candles. I remember people going in on her, and I remember coming to her aid and like doing a video like, y'all better not be picking on my friend. You know what I mean? Because I am Petty Patty. Like, I am her. My name is Patricia. I was called Patty. I am Petty Patty. I will light every candle in this house and have them sitting around me like we are in a seance, just to prove a point that you can't tell me what to do in my house regarding a candle. Like, I went through this with people because I think I had a candle going in a video in my house because I was recording like during a storm. It was thundering outside. I think the lights had already flickered before I did the video, but I really had to get this video out for whatever reason it was. And somebody said something about the candle. I was looking like, what? Because I remember taking a bill and throwing it at the camera and was like, if y'all ain't living here then and you're not paying this bill, then guess what? I'm just saying. So I remember going through that. I remember seeing my friends go through that. So and Scentsy has built themselves as the wickless fragrance company. So to now do this whole about face and be like, oh yeah, now we about candles. What? It just seems very odd. It seems very, I'm trying to think of a cute way to put it. It seems very, it seems very, this is another way we're trying to get, okay, cash grab. I said it. That's what it seems like. I was trying to think of a way to just put it out there. It seems like a cash grab. I don't know. With that being said, will I still order a candle? Yes, I am going to order a candle for y'all because I feel like I would not be a Scentsy consultant without testing out the product, even though they have said what they've said already about the whole performance and stuff. I feel like I owe it to myself as a Scentsy consultant to go ahead and still order the product. My plan is to, depending on this price point, because we ain't trying to drop like a ton of money on a bunch of candles, which we were already told are going to be on the weaker side. But I plan to probably pick up a 2-wick and a 3-wick, depending on price, because I want to get the biggest ones possible to try and do my comparison. Because to me, a 1-wick is kind of like a waste. I don't really buy 1-wick in anything. I mean, I don't know. Depending on the size of it, maybe I'd put one in a bathroom, but it's just all gonna depend on what that price point is, because I'm really not trying to spend a ton of money just to prove a point. But I'm going to try the candles. It's like I'm stumbling over my words, but I will buy the candles because I'm a Scentsy consultant and this is a new product that they are putting out. Their point is there are Scentsy consultants that use candles. I get it. I have candles. Right now I'm mostly using them when the lights go out, but I have candles, so I get it. I get it. I understand it, but still. But with that being said, I've come to the end of this video. I have no idea how long this is. I'm sure it's pretty long. So I just wanted to leave that toward the end to say, for you guys and for myself, just to be able to come back and say X, Y, and Z about these candles. I will purchase candles. I will test out the candles, and I will let you know my thoughts. And then if I don't like it, we will move on and continue with the wax. So that is it. Give me your thoughts. I tried to make this quick. I know it's rambling, but give me your thoughts. Did you watch the end of month live? What are your thoughts? What do you think about Scentsy and the candles? Give me the yay or the nay. Will you be buying the Scentsy candles? Let me know. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.